What's up, guys? I got to tell you, I've had enough. I've had enough of the division. I've had enough of the woke agenda that's out there. I've had enough of the narrow-minded thinking. I'm just over it. I'm over the negativity on social media. So I am shutting down my social media, and this is going to be my last post. April Fools. All right, so how many of you actually bought into that? How many of you immediately jumped to conclusions? Oh my God, I can't believe what? Jason Redman shutting down his social media? How many bought that? In this day and age, I meet so many people who jump to conclusions, who make assumptions based off just a little bit of information. Some of it, so much information out there, guys, is so sensational. How many of you have made a snap judgment decision based on something you just heard, something you just saw, something maybe you witnessed that came across social media because you allowed your emotions, you got caught up in the moment, and you made a decision and acted on that? Guys, on this Monday Muster, that's what we're talking about. Making assumptions and allowing our feelings, not facts, our feelings to drive our decision making. Guys, leaders rely on facts. Leaders do their best to not be sensational in both their presentation of information, both in their reception of information, and both in their ability to take information, receive it, listen to it, absorb it, digest it, and then act on that information. Leaders try and gather all the information they can. You know, there is a time frame of escalation, and that Colin Powell used to talk about. Never make a decision until you have to. Try and gather as much information as you have from that initial bomb drop of, hey, there's a crisis, there's a problem, this is what we're dealing with. Try and gather the information, because 90% of the time, that first drop of information, you're not getting all the facts. You're getting one side of the story, you're not getting the background, you're not getting the context, which is what social media and the news now rely on. They want you to be angry. They want you to be emotional. They want you to jump to conclusions because they're feeding off that. Leaders don't do this. And guys, if you want to be a better leader of yourself, a better leader of your family, a better leader of your community, a better leader of your company, you will learn to rely on facts and not feelings, and not jump to conclusions. This is so prevalent on social media. I joke about in the beginning that I'm over it. I am over it. I can't stand social media, guys. For all the good that you can do, for all the positivity, there is probably twice as much negativity that's out there. The level of hate, the level of division, the level of trolling that occurs on social media, the conclusion jumping that occurs based on things that are out there. So this is where I want you to challenge your beliefs, and I want you to dig deeper when you hear something that that suddenly stuns or stirs your emotional juices. A couple weeks ago, some of you may have saw this. There was a United aircraft that landed in Texas. I believe it was in Houston, and had a tire blowout, ran long on the runway. United recently said, hey, we're going to embrace a bigger DEI policy, diversity, equity, inclusion, and make sure we're being more diverse in our hiring of pilots. And while I applaud this, I am not always the biggest fan of the DEI initiatives. I feel like too often they become too woke. I am an individual who is about, hey, you either have the ability and you have the character to do the job. Now, if it comes down to I have two individuals and I'm trying to become more diverse in my workplace, and I have, let's just say, a white male. I have a whole bunch of white males, and they're qualified at this level, and then I have a black male who's qualified at this level. I'm going to hire this guy if they're at exactly the same level, because I do want to have a more diverse workforce. I feel like diversity is a good thing, having different viewpoints. We don't want to have the same level of think, but what's happening in many organizations I've seen out there is instead they're saying, well, we're going to accept this level and not this level just to try and create diversity. And that's some of the problems with DEI. I say that because people immediately are jumping to conclusions when it comes to that with United. For all I know, United is hiring at this level. When it comes down to decision making, they're saying, well, if we're going to choose, type A, we're actually going to, and they're both roughly at the same level of competency, we're going to choose type B to be more diverse. But that is not how the public interpreted it. When I saw this, that this flight had landed and had a tire blowout, the internet and this post that I was looking at had exploded, and everyone immediately went to the DEI hiring process of United. Well, obviously, I couldn't believe I was reading some of this stuff. Obviously, it was a black pilot. I mean, that's just pure racism right there. I mean, for you to even write that is bullshit. People who are writing, obviously, it was a woman pilot who was not qualified to do the job. Pretty sexist statement right there. There's a lot of amazing pilots. I saw them in the military. The bottom line, they jumped to conclusions on this when they had no clue what the facts are. Now, to date, I have not gone back and seen who was flying that plane. It could have been, for all I know, two minorities who were incredibly qualified and had over 30 years of peace experience. It could have been two white dudes. It could have been, two women. I have no idea who was flying that plane. And neither did the vast majority of the people that were weighing in on that post with emotionally driven and sensational comments. Guys, if you want to be a better leader, you are going to allow facts to drive your decision making and not feelings. And all I saw on that post was feelings on top of sensational output, on top of sensational output. People who were totally bent out of shape. I'm never going to fly United again because obviously they're hiring incompetent pilots because of DEI. All these different things, man. Challenge your beliefs, guys. Do your homework. It's what leaders do. Guys, if you want to be better in this life, if you need a little bit of guidance on how you can challenge your beliefs, how you can allow your facts to drive your decision making and not your feelings, perhaps you need to join a group of like-minded individuals. I'm pretty excited that I am a coach in the Legacy Tribe, a group of individuals who are aspiring to achieve a higher level of success in this life, personally, physically, and professionally, and surrounding themselves with other like-minded individuals. They want to grow their business, they want to grow their family, they want to grow in their community, they want to grow themselves. And I'll tell you one thing, our members of Legacy Tribe don't allow emotions to drive their decisions. They build themselves and their success on facts. We only open Legacy Tribe memberships 4 times a year, and right now we're getting ready to open up today. For the next week, our Legacy Tribe membership is open. If you check out the link in my bio or below, now's your chance. Join a group of like-minded individuals and figure out how to make greater decisions, not based on feelings, but based on fact. Boom! That's Monday Mustard for today. April Fools to all of you sensationally driven, emotional driven people out there. I'm out.